Hey everyone, I wanted to give some real insight as to why you see me always saying Justin Trudeau is a pedophile. So Justin Trudeau, born on December 25th, 1971, Prime Minister of Canada. So the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation uses the pedophile symbol. Now, if you don't know what the pedophile symbol is, years ago, the FBI, when investigating pedophiles, they found that many pedophiles use this symbolism. I'm going to show you this symbolism right here. So you can look this up for yourself. Don't take anything that I say as truth. You should look it up for yourself. This symbol, as identified by the FBI, is a pedophile symbol. The Trudeau Foundation uses it as a symbol. The Clinton Foundation, who has been caught with crimes against humanity, and Bill Clinton has been charged with rape many times and has now been... There's photos of him getting a massage from one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. So Bill Clinton is very guilty. And if you don't think that, you have a lot to learn. So that's the Clinton Foundation. Also Disney. Disney also supports and uses these pedophile symbols in a lot of their movies. So, and one of Justin Trudeau's top priorities as Prime Minister, when he became Prime Minister, was to lower the age of consent for anal sex. One of Justin Trudeau's long-term friends, Christopher Charles Ingvildson, he was 42 in 2018. He was found guilty of child pornography charges after being caught directing an international pedophile ring. 11 members internationally arrested in Canada, Australia, and the UK. Him and Justin Trudeau were friends, college roommates, both accepted to teach at West Point Grey Academy, the elite Vancouver private boarding school. And after getting the Prime Minister title, Justin Trudeau encouraged Ingvildson, the pedophile, to run for political office as a member of the Liberal Party. Another one of Justin Trudeau's friends, close friends, he was actually the founder of Street Kids International Charity, Peter Dalglish, is currently in prison in Nepal for serving a 9-year sentence for sexually assaulting 2 young boys, 12 and 14. In 2002, he became the United Nations advisor on child labor in Nepal. And now he's serving time there for assaulting the young boys there. He worked for Justin Trudeau's father when he was Prime Minister. In 1984, he was seized by images of children starving in Ethiopia. So he organized an aid shipment and accompanied it to Ethiopia. He was one of the first people in politics in Canada to go to Ethiopia and start helping starving Black children. It just is so fucking sad that it turns out the reason he was doing that was so he could sexually abuse them. And that's been proven, and he's been convicted of it. So this isn't hearsay. You can look all of this up for yourself. Another one of Justin Trudeau's good friends, Jian Ghoshi, a CBC radio host, was charged with 4 counts of sexual assault and 1 count of overcoming resistance by choking. He was actually found not guilty, and that was there's an uproar about that, I remember. What else? Oh, the CIA director Mike Pompeo was personally dispatched by Donald Trump to the Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal to oversee the capture of top United Nations advisor Peter John Dalglish, who in desperation, just prior to apprehension, released to the dark web what is described as a snuff film showing Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin cutting the face off a little girl and terrorizing her so that they could drink her blood. Again, look it up for yourself. Justin Trudeau, also another one of his friends in politics, Kathleen Wynne, the Ontario Premier. She was the driving force behind Bill 89 and a new sex education curriculum. She pioneered a new sex education curriculum that swept across Ontario that includes grade 1 education, includes multiple new words for sexual organs for 6-year-olds, as well as variable meanings of consent. Now, I don't believe that a grade 1 child should be able to consent to anything, let alone sex. So why are we teaching grade 1 children? Anyway, moving on. You can find problems with this. Maybe you don't. Again, it's just facts. This new sex ed curriculum teaches 12-year-olds to end the stigma of what contracts AIDS. So essentially, don't be too careful because AIDS is all good. Grade 3, age 8, they teach them gender identity theory, including race-based genders. So in grade 3, when your child is 8 years old in Ontario, they basically tell your kid that you might be a girl or a boy. or you might even be a black boy, even though you're white. I'm not making this up. Convicted child pornographer. Oh, a convicted child pornographer wrote this material. His name was Benjamin Levin. He was on the Canadian research. He was the Canadian research chair at the Ontario Institute for Studies. He was also on the board of Ontario Education. He pled guilty for creating and possessing child pornography and counseling others to commit sexual assault. He is currently not in jail and is out on parole. Creating and possessing child pornography. That means he created child pornography and watched it. Do you know what it takes to create child pornography? You have to get a child and do terrible things to them. So he made it and distributed it and counseled others in how to do it. These are all of the people that Justin Trudeau calls his longtime friends. There's a lot more. This is all I wrote down. The man is evil, and everybody knows he's a shitty prime minister, but not everybody knows he's evil. And he has funneled so much of our money to the We Charity scandal. Go ahead and look that up. And just look at the amount of money he has given to the Clintons. For what? The Clintons have nothing to do with Canada. And in 2016, when Hillary was running for president in the United States, Justin Trudeau actually emailed John Podesta and asked him, do you need anything? How can I be of assistance? Like, how can I help brainwash the Canadian people into knowing that Donald Trump is bad, essentially? So John Podesta, WikiLeaks provided friendly emails back and forth of Trudeau offering to help the Clinton campaign. And funny enough, Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's father, owned Lincoln Park, Lincoln Park, where John Podesta has allegedly abusing Chester Bennington. And we all know what Chester Bennington went on to do. R.I.P. Just look this stuff up for yourself. It's absolutely insane. And happy wake up.